Look at Popcat. All right, you can see it hit our, well, first this target up here. Let's get that one off there. It hit that a while ago. And our drop, our retracement target, we ended up hitting it. All right, let's get an arrow here, right here. Okay, went through it a little bit, but it hit our area. All right, we took a short over in Discord. This was our price target for take profit. Okay, but we ended up coming down just a little bit lower. All right, now we've had a bounce here. Now, what's going on here? This an ABC in here? Is this a 5-wave down? Or what do we got going on? All right, well, getting a pretty heavy retracement here after we hit this resistance area. All right, we have an overhead resistance coming down through here. One thing, let's get rid of this. All right, clean this up a little bit. Get rid of that. That was an alert. Yes, get rid of that. And our 5, we'll leave that there, 5-wave there. Okay, so you can see it hit this overhead resistance area. Just hit it, I think yesterday or last night, and that's coming off the top of this wedge formation. All right, and it's gotten rejected, hasn't broken through it. Now this retracement we're getting, all right, it goes much deeper, and we got problems here, and it might be another push to the downside. Now, first of all, let's go up here and take a look. Was this an ABC? Well, we had a pretty high, what am I doing here? Right, we're only looking at price to there. Okay, we're looking for a 618 or a 702. All right, this came up to a 786 here. Now played around with the 702 over here. If that would have been an ABC, that would have been an AB. C would have been about right where we had our target here, if that's an ABC. Okay, not a real good looking one, to be quite honest with you. What we got going on over here looks to me like something like this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's what it's looking like to me, especially with this deep pullback here. You see a little bit of volume coming in down here. Nothing extravagant, right? This is on a 4-hour time frame. If we take a Fibonacci and we get it on here, this comes much deeper. And I would start saying, you know, it's right around that area. You want to see a bounce out of this thing, out of Popcat. All right, it comes down here and takes out, what is it, 0.35, 55, 35, 55. All right, then we got troubles, and then it's probably doing a 5th wave down here. Which would give it a target of, let's get it on here, right around 27 cents. All right, and that would be 5 waves down in here. Now let's get it to zoom out a little bit and look at the bigger picture. Right, let's go on the daily. And let's see what we got going on here. Right, we had our 5 waves up, then we were looking for a correction. Let's get that target off there. We hit it, right? And this was for later here, right? This was a possible another wave up here. Now, as far as we've come for a retracement, you always get corrections. That's part of the game, right? Always. This has come down to a roughly a 50% right there, right? And now, let's take a look at an ABC here on a daily, right? I'm curious of something here. Let's get this off here, number 1, because we do have some closing candles up here. Might look a little bit better for an ABC. All right, you got to use all your time frames, right? No, it don't. No, it doesn't. No, the close is right above the 50% on this here. All right, so that doesn't look any better at all. 12-hour, no. You have wicks up through here. Nothing that looks very, convincing to me of an ABC pattern. Like I said this morning, now the RSIs, you get the 12-hour. right at the top, looking like it's ready to roll over. Right, you do have a trend line through here that you can keep an eye on too. I'm going to draw it on here for you. On your chart, put a trend line up through here. Right about there, right? It breaks that trend line. You got a fifth wave coming down. The 12 hours right at the top, looking weak. Your 8 hour is rolling over and bearish. Your 4 hour is coming down. Okay, yeah, it's looking to me like you're gonna get a fifth wave down here, like we are. All right, one more measurement here because it looks like it's moving. Yeah, it's pushing down through that 702 right now. I would be looking, like I said, for a target on this. Let's get it on here. Here's your low to your high. This will be your fifth wave, right down around 27 cents. Right in that area. Okay, we're going to put a box down here. Now we hit our first target right down through here, right? But we had a retracement up. We were looking for a target for a short. Right now we're in a Caspo long and a Myra long. If you want to sign up for our Discord, sign up for level 3 membership in the description of the video. We're about ready to go into a alt season, guys. Look at Bitcoin dominance. Let me show you this. Just a little drop today. Look at this. This is on 1 hour. It's getting ready to crash through 786. Once it loses 64% here, this thing is going to gain some speed. Let's get the RSI off the bottom. It's getting down through there, right? And it looks like it's doing 5 waves down. Right here you have 5 waves, right? This is on 1 hour. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on the higher time frames, it looks like it's doing a bigger 5 wave. Yeah, see it moving now. All right, so you got Bitcoin dominance starting to crash. We're going to go into an alt season. Look what the crypto bubbles are doing in the last hour with Bitcoin dominance going down. They're refreshed. Look at this. 3%, 1.3, 3.7. Stuff is really starting to pop, right? And you have some stuff that is making corrections. That's perfectly normal. Not everything goes up at the same time. But in 1 hour, the last 15 minutes, look at this. Because Bitcoin dominance is dropping. All right, so sign up for that level 3 membership. Come join us in Discord. We have 175 members in there. All right, like I said, we took a Caspa along and a Myra along, the BitTunex Weeks, and there's a couple others in the description of the video. If you're looking for a leverage trading site, I use BitTunex quite a bit. I have it open up here right now, right there with my Myra along. So you can go check that out. But I would be looking for, if this thing doesn't grab support very soon or hold this trend line, I'd be looking for a target of 27 cents, especially with the RSIs looking the way they are. That 4 hour coming down. It's trying to straighten back up, but let's see where your daily's at. Daily's right on the bottom. But you can see it rolling just a little bit here, right? Could get that a little bit, more of a pullback here. I would put it right there. Let's see where that would put it on a Fibonacci. 27. Let's check it out. Please hit that like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that very much, guys. Look at that. Put it right on a 702 pullback. Dead right on it. If we get it, it might hold here. If it holds here and bounces, that's fantastic. All right, but the way these RSIs are looking, like I said, that 12 is almost at the top. 8's rolling over, and 4's coming straight down. All right, so if it takes out, like 30, 36.5, 36.4. That's going to break that trend line and look for 27 cents. All right, I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.